1. Okay, thank God. There's only 20 minutes and 5 seconds left of this.
We got this. We can make it through.
We can make it through. I mean, the entire last part, I did not pay a single goddamn slice of attention to Big's, like, gameplay, because it's just dumb. This is...
It's repetitive.
It's repetitive. I mean... In
the worst ways.
Thank God it's as short as it is, but...
It's repetitive in every bad way imaginable. Because there's nothing...
So we had... Yeah.
There's nothing to add to it.
Yeah. I mean, the things that, Gron, you know, you said about why this was added, like tech demo, and also, you know, Sega had another launch title or whatever it was. But then also, I believe that there was somebody from Sonic Team saying that they wanted to put in the more quote-unquote relaxing section of the game so people can take breaks from, you know, the action-packed parts. And I mean,
but people
okay,
nowadays, but people nowadays just blast through one story after the next because of how nice and concise they are.
Yes, it's probably the way that, you know, I mean, most, like, Let's Plays and people, I mean, yes, maybe if you were jumping around and played each person's story as they became available, but to me, even when I played this on the GameCube, I went through the entirety of Sonic's story before I touched anybody else's.
Same here.
And also, it comes down to how short they are, too. Like, I recorded over half this game in one night.
Yeah. And we recorded, in terms of the playthrough, a good, like,
half the game in one night.
A third. Yeah. The fact that, like, I think the issue is the gameplay feels unrefined. The gameplay is a little too slow for its own good.
Mm-hmm.
That and there's only 4 stages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know that every stage couldn't have water, but like...
Yeah.
Well, like, if there was a whole, like, minigame kind of thing dedicated to the fishing, I'd be for that. Because... like, especially if they go, you know, like, you have, like, a stage and any fish is possible. Fish your line doesn't your line because that break, because that is a bit entirely.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I'll explain it later.
Just the fact that
a sandwich scared
me. Fact that the fact that Gamma just comes by, reaches out, grabs Froggy, and just walks away.
Excuse me, sir, that frog is mine. No, thank you.
Okay.
And then Big chases down Gamma and is now on the
Ends up on the egg carrier. I don't know. We needed to get him on the egg carrier somehow. And he can smell Froggy?
Hold on! More continuity problems. So, Eggman addresses all of his robots on the egg carrier to grab Froggy.
Yes.
Gamma goes out. Big fishes for Froggy, catches him. Gamma grabs him, and then goes back to the grounded, like, Mystic Ruins thing.
Yeah.
And then the egg carrier takes off again? Because we know that after that cutscene where Eggman asks the robots to find Froggy, Gamma shows up in Station Square.
Eggman had to go back and refuel.
I need to stop thinking.
Eggman had to go back and refuel. That's it.
Oh, hell.
Oh, man.
I'm serious. I really need to stop nitpicking this because I'm probably starting to sound like Brant now, but man.
I mean, it's the only thing keeping us going at this point.
Yeah, really. Just, like, tearing this goddamn game apart. I mean, again, outside of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, like, the rest of this kind of doesn't need to exist. I mean, it could totally have just been all cutscenes. that were intertwined within Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles' story.
Sec here.
All right.
This must be the emergency drainage switch.
Here. I'm so sorry. You're really bad. Are you okay? Yeah. I'm seeing it. I messed up. I'm sorry, honey. I'm really sorry. Shit. I didn't know he was gonna do that. I'm really sorry.
All right, I'm back.
All right. I didn't say anything because I was too busy seeing the discourse trademark happening on Twitter. It's just more of the same.
Did we pause the?
No, I didn't pause the video, but I mean, did you?
No.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, we just caught Froggy for like almost last time. Yep.
We can literally just cut out all that.
Yeah, the rest of this part is just cutscenes, 5 seconds of Big's final boss, and more
Which is
cutscenes.
beautiful.
My God.
Yeah.
That means if you play Big's portions correctly, it's more cutscene than it is gameplay.
Yes.
God damn. Oh.
And again, the most important backstory cutscene. Because this is the one that sets up everything.
Kind of. I mean, to me at least, I mean, again, I'm a dumbass, but to me at least, it seems just a whole lot of Tikal saying words.
I mean, that's kind of the point anyway.
These words you're saying, I don't think they mean what you think they mean.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
But yeah, I think we could finally get into the whole Tikal story by now. Since it gets resolved in the next part anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, I felt it could have been dealt a better way other than completely splitting it across, flashback scenes against every other character. I mean, then again, these are flashbacks, so they need to be done in some way.
Yeah.
Rather than just being a wall of text like Sonic Adventure 2's flashback was.
True.
Or at least that log.
I think the big issue is that in terms of overall design, the flashback things are fine. They just could not determine the order the player would find them. Thus,
so they had to make less sense apart, and you needed to piece it together yourself.
Yes. Because there was no way they could definitively say, oh yes, the player's gonna go see this cutscene, this cutscene in order. Because of how they split everything up. And how you can play any character in any order. Anyway, I would have done it better is having it as a post-credits cutscene. In order.
Maybe, yeah.
As
if
you
there
go
was
through each
some way to
story.
see all the Tikal lore cutscenes in order, then maybe it'd make more sense to me. But as the game
maybe
presents
have it as an option, as an offshoot of the secret story.
Mm-hmm. As the game presents it, it's pretty confusing.
Yes, you can still piece together the story.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes a lot more work to actually be okay, what came first, what came second.
Yeah, and that's something my brain really doesn't have a fantastic time doing.
But the TLDR on the whole story is, Tikal, she exists.
Mhm.
She likes the Chow. And, like, there's one guardian Chow, as it were. Chaos. And, Tikal's father, who has a name, but I don't remember it. Nobody does.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does.
No one cares anyway.
Yeah. Character that only ever
he's-
shows up in this game and probably never again thanks to the Pentering.
Yeah, I think he does make an appearance in the comics, but again, thanks to Penders.
I think it's just every Echidna is just no longer Sega property.
Yeah.
Besides
I mean,
Knuckles.
that would explain why we don't have another Chronicles game.
Yeah, and actually, I believe it's been actually confirmed that, like, Chronicles will never be getting another entry because
of the Penders.
their lore based on the Echidna tribe.
I mean, they could, like, heavy retcon it, maybe? I don't know.
At that point, just make a new game.
Yeah.
Because it's not
I
like
do-
Chronicles was a good game in the first place.
True. But the entire point of Tikal's story is don't fuck around with shit you don't know about. That's the entire story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, best boss battle coming up. Ah, jeez.
Yeah.
I definitely like the chair I'm using.
Oh, yes. Very comfortable piece of reclining material. Hi, Sonic.
And then there's me sitting in a wooden chair, padded with
Is
blankets
Sonic
and a
the
pillow.
only character Big comes across besides Eggman? And Eggman, Gamma, and Sonic are the only characters he runs into.
Tails. Tails.
Oh, Tails. I forgot about that cutscene.
And
But seriously, like,
yeah,
such a little relevance to the. Okay, my point fell over because I forgot. I already forgot Big Story, but I mean, again, just such small relevance to the plot where it just the game would have been better off without him.
again, I feel like they could have had Big as a more relaxed mode, but
Optional,
don't
maybe?
have the live system. Don't have the live system with Big. That's the only way I could see him being the more relaxed mode and making sense.
Mm-hmm. But also, do you think it would have been better if they made him optional? Because it kind of sucks that this man is required.
That's another thing. If you think about it, because like
Yeah.
one thing if you're forcing to play the character, it's another if like if it's just as it is now, just optional, optional. You're missing one key
Yeah, that is true.
story beat.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the silver lining is we never see this gameplay style again, so.
Not
Ah!
officially, at least.
Also, I was dreading this boss fight because I thought you also had to like yank Froggy out of there, but no, you just gotta latch onto him.
Yeah. It like literally the one time I've seen that boss fight in person, I had someone else playing it for me because Big the Cat sucks.
Yeah.
And literally the fight took like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It is
like the boss
pitifully amazing.
There's like no explanation for what you're supposed to do. So if you have no idea what you're doing, it's going to take you a while. But if you know what you're doing, it's like 5 seconds.
And the thing is, the person who was playing had no clue. They just cast the line, happened to hit Chaos in the right place. Boss was done.
'Cause I'm not sure what like the reticle on Chaos is supposed to mean because Big can only aim at the floor.
And they never set anything up with that reticle, yeah.
And there Big goes.
Beautiful. What a majestic creature.
Majestic. And also because Big's a dumbass just crash lands next to his house and thinks nothing of it. It's just another addition to his collection.
His collection of glowy bed, giant tree, frog, and weird airplane thing.
Yeah. I mean, he did lose his lucky charm, which, there's only 7 of these fucking things. How did Big find one? How did he
Yes.
have it for so long without, ever it becoming a point of, hey, Sonic, where is this, yellow one? Has, oh, that fat-ass cat has it. It's like, what? I don't think that ever, again...
That never comes up.
Never comes up, and it doesn't need to. It's just kind of one of those things you don't need to think about. Because I'm
it's
pretty
never
sure Sonic Team
explained.
didn't think about it either.
It's never explained how Sonic loses the Chaos Emeralds after every single game.
I mean, okay, Sonic 2 into Sonic 3, Knuckles gets really lucky and punches incorrectly.
Yes.
Um,
And if you have
what
3
was
in
the next-
Knuckles... And if you have 3 in
What
Knuckles...
was the next mainline game after 3 in Knuckles? Was it Adventure?
I think it was Adventure.
So we don't know how Sonic lost his Chaos Emeralds in both of the Adventure games.
Oh yeah, good point. Well... Yeah, good point. Honestly, the only time they ever explain it is the beginning of Sonic 3.
Yeah, the beginning of Sonic 3. Because Sonic Mania, it's not even a thing, because
He
Sonic
comes
doesn't
in.
go super in... Yeah, Sonic doesn't come super going into Angel Island for that cutscene.
The only time Sonic is super is during Egg Reverie. And even then,
Yeah,
it's explained
and that's explained because the Phantom
how the
Ruby
Chaos
rips him
Emeralds
out of him.
neutralizes the Phantom Ruby. Except not really, because it sends him into forces or something. I don't know.
Forces. Which then again, it could also be because with the way that forces explained the Phantom Ruby, it could also be said that the entirety of Mania was just an illusion.
Very true. And including, Encore mode.
Yeah.
And that's before factoring in the possibility of Mania Adventures, the animated short series. That can't roll, as that leads off of directly forces.
Mm-hmm. Maybe all of this was just Tails having a really bad dream.
Probably.
Oh, hell.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no. I woke up and I decided I'm gonna finish doing Sonic Adventure, and
Here we are.
here we are.
We're
I
almost
haven't
done.
done anything else all day. Once we're done with this, I'm going to make myself the best sandwich I've ever made myself.
Understandable.
Because one has shown me in the magic ways of the panini press.
The Panini Press?
Yes.
The Panini Press. The Panini Press of legend.
Do I look like I know what a panini is? Just give me the burger. Please.
How do we...
They took my wife.
We only have a minute left. We can do this.
We can do this. We can make it to the end of
We
this
can make
part.
it.
I can open up Twitter again just to continue to be like, oh no.
What's going on?
Real life exists.
Oh man. Is anything we can talk about it for a minute?
Man, comma.
That's it. That's the line.
Yeah, man, comma, period. You got an F on your paper
Yeah.
just for using that.
Yep. I mean,
Well, there
isn't
you
a
go.
semicolon just a comma and a period just stacked?
Semicolon's weird because it's supposed to replace a conjunction, isn't it?
it's it's a pseudo replacement for a period if two sentences right next to each other are similar enough that it makes sense to keep that sentence going.
I have always used a semicolon in place of where if I could use if, and, but, or, but neither of them sound right, so I don't know which one to use, so I just use a semicolon.
That honestly does sound right.
Because
And again,
it
what do
does
I
make
know?
a pause between, the two ideas. But also
And
it
it is
doesn't
basically
give it
putting
any
two
sort of
sentences
direct
together.
mood or kind of like extra meaning because of the but, and, or if.
Because in the end, it is just putting two sentences together. That's essentially
Yeah.
what a semicolon does.
Man,
Just
I didn't know I
without
was
any.
signing up for a English class.
I am the only human being to know what the fuck a semicolon does.
Yes, that
Ask
is
me anything.
very much.
Oh man.
All right. See you
Next
all
part.
in. God damn. We're almost
Finale. We're almost
Part
there.
19. Yeah, the final story is just 20 minutes. And again, mostly cutscene.
Yeah. And like 2 minutes of Open Your Heart and 2 minutes of whatever the fuck the other song is, but we'll
The
get
other
into that.
one.
I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, ready with part 19 in 3, 2, 1.